tower of strength, a center of power, at $10 an hour. It was always a stumbling block. See, I was gonna work for a few years, buy me a car, and head south. Well, I met the wife. That kind of changed my plans. You never know what you would have did.
If I could have done what I could have done, I could have done big things. With some luck to do what I wanted to, I would have done big things. Swam a few rivers, climbed a few hills, paid all my bills. Now it's just dreams that I'm stuck with. And hell, that ain't a lot to show. I haven't gone far from the starting line, but deep down inside where it counts, I know.
I know I could have gone where I could have gone. I could have gone places.
Far as I could go, I would have gone places.
To the front of the line, the top of a long way from here.
Way back then I had ambition, a lot of stamina and guts. I never to go for an answer. It was tougher to fight all those ifs, ands, or buts. All those ifs, ands, or buts. But if I what I could have been, I could have been something. If my destiny had been left to me, I would have been something.
If they had just let me go where I was meant to go, when I was meant to go back then. God only knows what I could have been. What I could have been someday. What I could have been someday. What I could have been someday. What I could have been.
Oh, what I could have been.
Hey, somebody, don't you want to hear the story of my life?
The last hour is always the hardest. You sit there with half a mind and one eye on the clock.
All I'm thinking about now is getting home, taking off my uniform.
Cold can of beer.
Putting my feet up in front of the idiot box.
When that whistle blows, you get a lot of guys who want to sit around and talk. I just want to get out of there.
Man. See.
Don't you guys want to stick around for another 5 hours? It's a pretty good day laying stone. You get interested in what you're doing, and you usually fight the clock the other way. You're not looking for quitting. It was when you haven't got enough done, and it's almost quitting time. There's not a house in this country I haven't felt that I don't look at every time I go by, and if there's one stone crooked, I still notice it. The people that lives there might not notice it, but I notice it. Stone's my business. Stone's my life. I daydream all the time about stone. One of these days, I'm gonna build me a stone cabin down the Green River. I'm gonna build stone cabinets in the kitchen, stone everything. All my dreams seems they've got to have a piece of rock mixed up in them. Builds a house with his hands. 30 years go by, it stands where nothing stood. A house of stone, the mason sleeps real good. He does his workday flies. Quitting time's a big surprise. it's one more stone to get just right. It's always one more stone before the night. Every house he builds, every stone he lays, it's not just making money and counting off the days. He builds a house with his hands. 100 years go by, it stands. It tells you who he was. A life goes fast, but the work a mason does, it's made to last. The work a mason does. Nothing in this world gonna last forever. Stone, getting awful close. It's made to last.
Somebody move my car? Yeah.
Yes, what's up?
Don't talk to him.
Breaker number 9, big buddy, put your ears on for me now. Big trucker got to have a big life. So come on, brother trucker, you got to come back, mother. People say you know, this side goes one night. I ain't got to roll, brother trucker. Showing up ashamed about the shape I'm in. Roll, brother trucker, I'm back on my wheels again. Roll, brother trucker, outward bound from South Bend. Roll, brother trucker, I'm back on my wheels again. I'm running out of whites, got dim those headlights. 4 hours sleep in the last 2 nights, but I'm gonna be alright. About halfway home, can't get to the telephone. Hot as a pistol, dry as a bone, and I wonder if my baby's alone. I got to roll, brother trucker. You say where, and I say when. Roll, brother trucker. I'm back on my wheels again. Roll, brother trucker. Back it on up and do it again. Roll, brother trucker. I'm back on my wheels again. Moving over New Jersey.
make 2 round trips to Milwaukee, pass within 4 blocks of my house, and never go home. You sit alone in your truck and your only companionship is your own thoughts. You get mighty lonely not talking to anybody for 48 hours. About halfway back from Milwaukee, you gotta call your dispatcher. And I tell you, you're even glad to talk to him. Hello? Chet! Chet, this is... Hello? Hello? Dooley Squaw Phone Company.
Bell Atlantic, may I help you?
Yeah, I just got cut off.
I'm sorry you're having trouble. May I have the number you were calling?
Yeah, 219-769-5910.
I'm sorry, sir. That number's busy.
Jesus, lady, I was just talking to him. What's wrong with you guys?
I'm sorry, sir. Perhaps the party's trying to reach you. Why don't you wait 5 minutes, then place your call? Again. Sometimes you really want to talk to them if they sound upset. For me, it's a temptation to say, gee, what's the matter? But you can't say more than, I'm sorry you're having trouble. If you get caught talking to a customer, that's 1 mark against you. One man said, operator, I'm lonesome, will you talk to me? I said, gee, I'm sorry, I just can't. But you can't. I'm a communications person, and I can't communicate.
I always thought of a receptionist as the dumb broad behind the front desk, taking phone messages. Now I'm one, so of course I've changed my opinion. She had to be special, right? Because I thought I was special. I was fine until we had this office party. I'd be having a fairly intelligent conversation with someone, and then they'd ask me what I did. And I'd say, I'm a receptionist. They'd make up some excuse and walk away. Now I make up other names for what I do. Communications control, servo mechanism.
It's strange, but you get tired of talking. My mouth gets tired because I talk constantly for 6 hours straight without a 10-minute break. You can't think about it. Everyone's in a hurry to talk to somebody else, but not to talk to you. You're in a room the size of a gymnasium, surrounded by people, talking to people thousands of miles away.
I'm tired at the end of the day. Tired of talking. There isn't a 10-minute break in the day that's quiet. What I do all day is say what I have to say as quickly as possible and switch the call over to whoever it's going to. I notice people have to ask me to slow down when I'm speaking.
Do I listen in on conversations?
I never listen in on phone conversations, but I'll tell you. Some girls really do.
Especially if you're working late at night. Sometimes the people on the line are so funny, you just sit there and laugh till the tears roll down your face.
I once worked for Illinois Bell, and I don't care who the operator is. The greatest thing is listening in on phone conversations. Especially if it's real quiet. I don't think there's an operator who hasn't listened in on a phone conversation.
It makes the nights go faster.
Sometimes, to make the nights go faster, I'll do drawings. Mondrian, sort of. Things of nature, never people. I pretend I'm alone and things are quiet. I call it Land of No Phone. I never answer the phone at home.
I saw this ad in the paper. Equal opportunity
Good
employer,
afternoon,
salary and
Right
plus
now.
commission.
busy.
I want to get the
sorry,
jobs
I'm
and
sorry,
always
I'm
thrilled.
sorry.
Which
Now.
didn't have
Place your
what to
call.
say. They had it all written out. Hello, this is Miss Dubois calling. Could I have a moment of your time? If you'd only for 3 short months subscribed to our newspaper, it's for a worthy cause to help blind children. What really did it for me was this one call I made. It was in the worst ghetto area. This guy listened patiently and he said, I really would like to help. He was blind himself. Here I was, sitting here telling him a bunch of lies. I apologized, thanked him, and ran to the ladies' room. I was nauseous. I prayed. Right there in the restroom, I said, Dear God, there must be some other work for me. I never harmed anyone in my life, dear Lord. Went back in, finished the day, because I had no other means of employment. But then, as if my prayers were answered, I got another job. I walked into my supervisor's office and told him a few things. I was sick of his bullying. I wasn't going to lie for him anymore. Oh, Lord, I really can't tell you what I said. But I was very calm. I didn't shout. Oh, it felt good. I still work in the same building. I pass him in the hallway sometimes. All I do is hold my head up very high, very erect, and just keep walking.
It's something to run across someone who says, It's a nice day out, operator. How's your day? Busy? Has it been a rough day? Your you're so thankful for these people, you just say, "Oh yes, it's been an awful day."
Thank you for asking.
Good afternoon.
I'm sorry.
Wait 5 minutes.
Good evening, Christmas. No, I'm sorry we don't have anything till 9:30. Yes, I'm sorry, we were very busy tonight.
Would you like to go to Mercury today? What's the study at the bar can offer ya? It would be very boring if I had to say, would you like a cocktail over and over? So I come out different for my own enjoyment. I say, what's the study at the bar I can offer ya? Or something. Maybe with cocktails, I give them a little philosophy. Maybe with coffee, I give them a little political science. I have an opinion on every single subject there is. My bosses don't like it, so I speak sotto voce. If I get heated, I don't give a damn. I speak it like an Italian speaks. I have to be a waitress. How else would the world come to me? Everybody has to eat, everybody has hunger, and I serve them. I give service. I can't be servile. There is a difference. I get intoxicated with giving service. It becomes theatrical and I feel like Marta Hari. I'm on stage. There's some ads don't care when they put down a plate, there's a sound. Not with me. When they move a chair, it'll scrape with a break on the ground. Not with me. I will have my hands right when I place a glass. This is how I stand right as customers pass. Server W test with a gesture so gentle, or do it again till it's near Oriental. Da 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 da. It's an art to be a fine waitress, to see that you pleasure each guest. There's a twist to my wrist when I bring your steak in, and watch how I take in your liver and bacon. It all will be stylish and smart. That's what makes it an art. I remember one day, as I do now and then, I had shakes. Down I went. There with my tray full of coffees and cordials and cakes. Down I went. But I kept my poise, not one guest heard me fall. Never made a noise, not one noise flew at all. If you have to crawl, give them what they like. If you carry your tray like it's almost ballet-like. La 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 la. Art to be a fine waitress. Each evening I treasure the test. Like tonight was a fight, 'cause they hired this busboy, this low-down last boy, and guest turned cuss boy. We have a quick heart to heart. Even that is an art. Here's your steak, my lady. I like to say my lady. I hate man. And sometimes I say playfully to the man, here's your check, my lord.
Oh, well then, let's see, what do you think we should tip you?
Do what you want. Don't play God with me. Tips. Tips are important for people like captains and barmen. For them, it's a tipsy. For me, I'm a gypsy. Just toss me a coin and I suddenly feel like I'm Carmen. So on through the ulcers, backaches, the hot, sweaty fleas. On you go. There is your knife dulcer and Madam One. What with her legs? On you go. 2 a.m. approaches, the curtains descend. There among the roaches, my axe at an end. Every night I tend to find myself crying. There's no work so trying or so satisfying. I tell everyone I'm a waitress and I'm proud. If somebody says to me, hey, you're terrific, how come you're just a waitress? You know what I say? I tell them why. Don't you think you deserve to be served by me? It's an art.
Miss,
Art
miss,
to be a
let's take care of
waitress
this.
without leisure or rest.
Can we have a check,
Midway
please?
through
Miss,
the room, there's
please.
Claire, no one else has the air. No one else has, I swear. No one else has my lilt.
Miss,
When I say
miss,
I'm a card,
Go.
he gives me a glove.
Waitress, I got this.
act your age and I say, honey, if I was acting my age, I wouldn't be walking. Not for 16 years on this job.
I have 15 years to go. I'll have a pension time and
I will be eligible to retire in about 25 years.
36 more years to go.
Another 29 years.
37 years.
I'd like the experience after so many years. I just like the experience of not having to go to work.
Oh, Dolores, do you still work? Joe, get me on my shift, just gotta go. All right, I'll see you later. Take a good rest. Oh, okay, thanks. All right. Why have you been so much to be here? Good. Great. Hi, how are you, Joe? Hi, how are you? I'm good. Oh, goodness, I gotta go. I got the break in the shaft. Oh, all right. Hi, how are you, Joe? Oh,
Evening, Joe.
you seem a little bit tired.
I am a little bit tired.
How did work?
You could say that. You?
No, I'm retired.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that's cool.
I used to work though.
Is it a long story?
Yeah.
In that case, I just remembered I have one thing I might finish up.
Well, I'll tell it to you later. Hi, how are you? I'm Joe.
Hi, Joe.
You all sound beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You've been doing this a long time.
A little while.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you a little bit of a favor here. See, I'm getting old, and this old noodle of mine, it's getting a little wonky, you see. So, if I forget anything, just help me out a little.
No problem.
Awesome. Hi, how are you? I'm Joe. Hi, how are you? I'm Joe. Oh, hi. Do you come here often? Do you? Hi. Hi, how are you? Joe? You guys seen me around here before. You come here? Hi, how are you? I remember when I was your age. When I retired, the first few years I was downhearted. I had no place to go and nothing to do. Then I gave myself a good go.